Good morning. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. How you doing today? Today is Wednesday, the 2nd of March, 2022. 3/2/22. Good morning, everyone. Let's start today off with a blessing. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, a blessing for this Wednesday, the 2nd of March, 2022. A blessing for this day. Okay, we get a sea of blessings. The universe is a projection from within you, and you are a projection of the universe. You are a vast space, and yet you are spaceless. You are a divine ocean of love, a sea of blessings. You are the wind of change that flows through life. Namaste. Let me read that one more time. A sea of blessings. The universe is a projection from within you, and you are a projection of the universe. You are a vast space, and yet you are spaceless. You are a divine ocean of love, a sea of blessings. You are the wind of change that flows through life. Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Okay, all right, today I have got not a lot of questions, but I have got some very deep questions. And guys, please, if you have something that you need answered, please go ahead and drop it in the comment section. That's why I'm here, um, to answer the hard stuff. That's why I came back. It's not for fluff or pomp and circumstance. This is to answer the hard questions. Okay, the first question that I have today, and this one is from Jasmine. Jasmine would like to know, how do we protect ourselves? How do we protect ourselves physically and spiritually through these times? The first thing that we have to do is not be afraid. We cannot live, we cannot exist in any way, shape, or form in fear. We cannot. The energies that are going on right now are draining. Okay, I can tell you that I am more exhausted than I've ever been in my life. Um, I understand the energies, but it's so heavy and it hurts. I feel people crying. I feel despair, and it is unpleasant to feel other people when you feel a whole nation crying out. So, for those of us who are empaths, a lot of us are having a really, really hard time, okay? A really hard time because we literally feel the pain of everyone. And it's learning how to separate yourself from what is your energy and what is someone else's. As an empath, that is probably one of the hardest things to do, is to know what is your own pain and what belongs to someone else. However, the only way that we empaths are going to be able to get through this is through to amp up our discernment, to make sure that we release. Okay, this is through meditation, this is through physical movement, singing, dancing, some type of release. This pent up energy has to move. If you allow it to just sit in yourself, it will drag you down and try to drown you in sorrow. So, War has not come to our shores. Okay? We are not at this moment in fear of a rocket flying through our living rooms. Don't entertain that fear. It is not yours. Okay? That's the first thing that we have to do with fear is realize that it is an emotion that will lower your vibration. It will weaken your immune system. Fear is a killer. Fear is a murderer. Things are scary. Okay? The world is in uncertainty. But that's no reason for us to dwell, to close ourselves off, and to dwell in fear and uh, be wondering about, well, oh, doing the oh poor me. We can't do that. Okay, this is the time for bravery and for courage. And that bravery and courage that we here on these shores who are not facing bombs raining down on us. Okay? We are not. So having fear, dwelling in that type of fear, gives strength to Putin. Period. We are safe here. At this moment, you are safe. I am safe. There's no reason for us to have any fear like that. That's wasted energy, energy that could be supporting or uplifting someone else, another place. Okay? The first thing, do not live in fear to get through this. Do not be afraid. The second thing, do not isolate yourself. Please, if you have a hobby, do it. If you ride your bike, if you go jogging, if you like to dance in your living room, do it. Keep that. Keep yourself in balance. And that is the best advice that I can give to anybody during these times. Make sure that you keep you in balance. Make sure you eat properly, that you hydrate, and that you rest, and that you do not hold on to negative feelings. If you need to cry, cry. Get it out of you. Don't let it turn into anger. Do not let it eat you like a cancer. Okay, let me get to the questions. My first question is from Spirit, Beyond the Stars, and she wants to know, will the trucker convoy be a part of the planned insurrection? Now, I kind of thought that they might have taken the State of the Union address to do the second insurrection, but then that wouldn't have made sense. Yes, they would have had all the people they wanted in one spot, but they would have also had the entire government to fight against since they were very prepared for it this time, which is very good. And this is a changing, guys. This is a changing. People are starting to understand that we cannot continue to entertain bullies, that we cannot continue to allow despots to have a free reign. Things are about to change in a drastic manner, and this can cause a lot of uncertainty. But let's get to this question. Will the trucker convoy be a part of the planned insurrection? Yes, it will. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got the death and the devil. Oh my, okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm glad I pulled all these cards. Okay. The trucker convoy. What is going on with them? Will the trucker convoy be a part of the planned insurrection? Answer is yes. First card we get is the Nine of Cups, trying to protect those assets. Now, the truckers convoy's mission statement was to be about COVID and vaccines and masking and mandates. However, that has changed since most of the masking mandates have been softened. So the true um, purpose of what these people are doing is now coming out. The devil is in front of them, okay? Force, fatality, ruin. This is not going to turn out well for the truckers. This is not going to turn out well for them financially. It's not going to turn out well for them in any imagination of the word. These people are going to label themselves, okay? This is going to show literally our treasonous brothers and sisters. This is what this truck convoy is going to illuminate. All it's going to do is point a big neon finger at the traitors to our country. Here's our yes for this country for this question. Will the truckers convoy be a part of the planned insurrection? Now, this is what's chasing them. They got the coffin chasing them. They are going to face. They are going to be isolated in this, and they are isolating themselves. If you're paying attention, the Proud Boys, the one percenters, all these people, their trials are starting now. This is going to have an effect on the psyche of a lot of these people because as they are going through their court cases and being sent to prison, and this is being broadcast in their little dark web, in their little QAnon circles. They are not going to get what they thought they were going to get. They are not going to be received the way that they want to be received. Their numbers, even though there are a lot of these people, the harder that they fight against common sense. And now that the mask mandates have been softened and lifted completely in some places, it's going to bring about what exactly are you fighting for? And then the truth is going to come out there. It has nothing to do with COVID. It has everything to do with people imposing their will on others, making other people unsafe just because they can. This is a whole campaign of chaos to just breed chaos. Okay? The next card we have is the Nine of Rods. That's the second nine. Okay? Battled and beleaguered, tired. These guys are just, they're going to waste their gas, they're going to waste their time, they're going to waste their money and their energy fighting against an invisible enemy that does not exist. They're fighting against common sense and they want the whole world. It's a distraction, okay? So the last card, because the next two is the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess, secrets and mystery. We all, this is all going to come out. These people will be made to look like the idiots that they are. This is conjecture. This is false flags. These are distractions to keep the low informed people doing the bidding of American oligarchs, Donald J. Trump, to behave badly and disrupt America. All right. My next question is from Renza, and Renza would like to know, will Beto O'Rourke win uh, the governor of Texas? Will Beto O'Rourke be the governor of Texas? Universe, spirit guides, please speak freely through me. Will Beto O'Rourke win Texas? Will Beto O'Rourke win Texas? Only the truth, please. Here we go. Yeah, first card. Oh my gosh. Yes. Beto O'Rourke, yes, is going to win Texas. There, and this is an interesting read. I love that the first card we get the world. This is a huge yes, but this is a yes. The first and second cards are both yes. Now, this one I always call the Republican Happy Family card, but this is a 10. This is the end of the Happy Republicans. That's what this is. That is an end of their stranglehold. Here we get this gift, this gift. This is Beto riding in on his white horse with his cup to change things. Okay, behind him we get the Emperor. I do believe this is Beto's energy, the strong, resolute, powerful man. In front of him, we get again the Nine of Cups, protecting your assets. And I think this is one of the things that Beto is going to succeed at, and that is turning Texas around. It's going to be a hard fight for him, though, because literally it's a divided state between those who want to move forward and those who would love to drag it down and drown it at the bottom of the sea. In the seventh house, in the sixth house, we get the death card, okay? An ending. Like we got two endings here, okay? And this, I believe, is going to be the change. This is going to be the rebirth of something new, because it has, for something to be born, something for something new to be born, something old must die. And I am hopeful that we get a break in the misinformation and the low information demographic that we have, to where people will actually start to come together. All the dirtiness that Governor Abbott has done, and this is, I believe, is going to be a part and parcel of why Beto is going to win Texas. And I feel like he's going to win it like with a landslide. It's not going to be a squeaker. This is going to be a general, huge change of consciousness. We get the moon card, okay? All the dirty things that Greg Abbott has done to this country, to do to separate the people, to harm LBGTQ children, people, harming women with the abortion right to your own body, while at the same time saying, I'm not going to get a vaccine because it's my body and you can't tell me what to do. This is what needs to be broken and destroyed. These type of things will be brought up to be examined, not to be glossed over. This card is coming out because we are going to be forced to see and deal with the tragedies that we have created and tried to bury. All those bodies are going to be dug up so that we can see exactly what we are responsible for. And the last card, we get the Chariot. Beto is strong, and he is going to have to fight for this. But his fight will not be in vain, and Beto will be victorious. Excellent question, Renza. Okay, my next question is from Risa. And Risa's question is, will NATO accept the Ukraine? Will the Ukraine be accepted into NATO? Okay, and the part of that, one of the viewers answered my question, because I didn't know why they hadn't been in the EU already. And part of that is because their government has to not be corrupt. And the Ukraine's former president was very corrupt. So, and a lot of the presidents before that were very corrupt people. And that is why the Ukraine was not allowed into the EU, because they could not fill those requirements of being not dirty. So, will NATO now accept the Ukraine? The card that jumped out, guys. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, NATO will, yes, NATO will accept the Ukraine uh into NATO. Okay, the card that jumped out, we got the three ladies, and we got this before. There, it's not going to be the Ukraine by themselves being let into NATO. Okay, this is going to help them. This is going to strengthen them. This is going to help them financially and in business. It will also serve to help them save and protect their financial assets from those who wish to take them. This is a crossroad for the entire world, not just for the Ukraine. This is the beginnings of people coming together united. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Risa. Okay, my next question is from, oh, no, this is the second part. Will the EU accept the Ukraine? Will the European Union accept the Ukraine into it? I believe that would probably happen before NATO. So let's see. Will the European Union, the EU, accept the Ukraine in to help them fight off Russia? Will there be like an emergency entrance into the EU to help protect the Ukraine and surrounding areas? Mm, my goodness. Okay, this is interesting. So, will the EU accept the Ukraine in an emergency? First thing we get is the smoke and mirrors. We get this mystery. Okay, things being moved around. This is smoke and mirrors. In front, we get the Knight of Cups. This is a gift. This is a gift. Okay, let me slow down and take in this reading. Okay, we got smoke and mirrors and a gift. Below, we get the death card. Now, the death card is, we all know that this is an ending. Let me read you what death says, though. Death is end, mortality, destruction, corruption. Okay, an end, an end, but we have a gift and smoke and mirrors. I'm thinking that this is possibly the end of, okay, I get it. This is the end. This gift, okay. Will the EU be uh, admitted into, will the EU admit Ukraine in? So there has to, throughout this process, the old is going to die again. We have to look at this as a gift because it is going to uncover. It's going to uncover all of the dirty deeds that are being done. And this is about the EU, this is about NATO, this is about how things are done, how people are kept in peril. This is going to be illuminated. This is going to affect a lot of countries financially. Um, there's going to be heartbreak about this, but in this heartbreak, things are going to come out to make things clearer to see. It all comes back to being able to see. It's about corruption, and it's not just about the Ukraine's former corruption, but it's about the corruption throughout the European Union that needs to be purged. There are people who are not standing up to their responsibilities, what they're supposed to be providing for what they receive. So the EU is going to rework itself to make sure that the countries that are in cooperation and in partnership are all actually on the same page. That's how it goes. This is going to change. This is the card of relocation. Okay, people traveling because of issues that are be outside of their control. People escaping. The European. This is good. This is what it is. The European Union is going to have to revamp the way that they treat, accept political refugees, movement during war times, human rights violations that European Union countries are doing right now to a diaspora of people that look like me, that they are not allowing over the borders. This is going to be something in the EU that is going to be examined and changed, and the way that people are treated, protected, and compensated is going to change. Excellent question, Risa. Yes. So the EU, it doesn't seem like it's like the EU is going to be revamped. So I can't say whether that's a solid yes that they will be like an emergency brought in, but the EU is going to change its practices and tactics because of what is happening in the Ukraine right now, and the people who are not being able, the black people who are being pushed back from the Polish uh, border and not being able to cross. And now the Polish leadership and the Ukrainian leadership are all doing the no, we didn't say that. But these, a whole group of people were not allowed to cross that border. And that is the truth. This is all going to become something that is going to be forcibly rectified because of the racism that is being broadcast during war. Black people, black people, dark skinned people not being able to cross into European countries during war because of the color of their skin. The EU is going to change their tactics. Okay, my next question is from Liz. And Liz would like to know, um, will Alexander Lukashenko, Belarus's leader, what is his outcome? He is assisting Putin in this hostile takeover of the Ukraine. What, Tarot, is tell us all you can about Alexander Lukashenko, the leader of Belarus. Tell us all you can about Alexander Lukashenko. He's another one that likes to kill people. He wants to rule by fear and force. Um, the first card for Alexander Lukashenko, we get the Five of Cups, looking at loss. He is going to, his involvement with Putin, his involvement with this increasing war is going to have a bad outcome for Alexander Lukashenko. Um, he is not, he is not prepared for what's about to happen. He went into this um, as he looks at himself as the lord of all that he surveys. He comes from a his country. He is wealthy, um, and he runs his country with an iron fist. He is, he bows he bows to Putin, even though he is the leader of his own country. He's afraid of Putin. So he's on Putin's side because he would rather fight with him than against him. I believe that Putin has already told certain people that if they are not with him, they are against him, and he will attack them as well. That is how Putin is getting some of his people to stay with him. But Lukashenko is a despot. This is a bad guy. He's a little Putin. He's a little oligarch wannabe um, emperor. Okay. The next card is the Page of Pentacles. This is going to cost the Belarusian people, the little man. This is going to hurt them financially. I don't know uh, if they deal with the Russian economy, but the sanctions that got put on Russia may very well harm Belarus. There's a lot of things coming at him. Um, his people don't want him either. He is a monster. He is a monster. His human rights mean nothing to him. He is about total control and submission. And this is a person who would have no problem with flogging people, beating people in the public square to make an example of them. The next card we get is the Three of Cups. This is the celebration card. Lukashenko enjoys his life in Belarus. He enjoys the riches, the fancifulness of his position. This is a person, you, I don't believe that nothing's going to change him. He is a bad guy who wants to rule his country with an iron fist. But he's a follower. He is afraid of what Putin could do to him. So in the end, this is just another rich monster who wants to rule his country through fear and just taking from them. I don't see him gaining anything, but the first card that he got is loss. So, Liz, Alexander Lukashenko, who is helping Putin all the way around, is going to be harmed by his help. It's going to hurt Belarus financially, and it's going to impact Lukashenko's um, chokehold on his country. His own people are not happy with him. And this, guys, this is going to be the, I keep telling you, we are the heroes that we have been waiting for. We are starting to see what a united front looks like when 80-year-old grandma and 15-year-old grandson stand together to protect their homeland. When the neighbors and the friends who may have never met each other, never spoken to each other before, stand together in the face of tanks and missiles. That is our superpower. Yes, we are, it's a person against a machine, but it is the united person when the consciousness is singular that can stop a tank from rolling, can stop a missile from firing. Our coming together, our being united is what we are tasked to do, to change the cycle that we are in, to give us the best outcome for the new world that we are about to enter into. The next phase of existence requires us to lay down our hatred and our fear of our fellow man and to embrace him and bring him in and make them our family and our village. Okay? And guys, don't get me wrong. There are people who you cannot, our job here is not to change people. Our job here as light workers, as spiritual beings, is to share our light, our knowledge, our love with everyone we come in contact with. If we could look at yourself as a candle, you are a walking candle, and your job is to walk around this earth and light other candles so that they can light other candles. Our job as light workers is to share our light so that we can eliminate the darkness. Okay? All right. My next question is from Purple Butterfly Kisses. And it's not really a question, it's a statement. Now, I spoke on this a little bit at the beginning, where Black people in the Ukraine are being pushed back, unable to leave the Ukraine while white Ukrainians are allowed to cross into Poland, uh, Romania, and other ports unchecked. Not only were they being pushed back by the Polish guard, but they were told by the Ukrainian uh, border uh, border patrol, I guess is what they would be called, that they could not cross because Poland did not want black people there. And then Poland went on TV saying, well, we didn't say that, but, well, somebody said it because you have a whole group of black people telling the exact same story. We got to this border and they won't let us cross because they said they will not let black people into Poland. During a war, people still find the time to be discriminatory based on nothing other than skin color until the world sees it. Because this right here, guys, guys, for real, the way that the black man, the red man, the yellow man has been treated, and the brown man has been treated has by the white man has to be rectified. We cannot continue to pretend like discrediting, discouraging, trying to disappear a whole diaspora of people is okay. America has been trying to eliminate the black and red man since this country's inception. Literally tried to completely eliminate the Native American and then tried to starve, burn out, drown, beat, kill the black man until we deal with this, until this gets the attention that it actually really needs. And this bullcrap is forced to stop. We are going to be in this karmic cycle. We are brothers and sisters as well. The whole world cannot continue to step on our heads and expect us to say thank you. And I say that because I live in this skin every day. Can't take it off, can't wash it off. Every time I leave the house, I look different than white people. And I'm treated different than white people for no other reason than I have melanin. There's no difference in intelligence. There's not. Everybody on the planet can be an idiot. Anybody on the planet can be a genius. That has absolutely nothing to do with skin color. The only thing skin color does is determine how quickly you burn. Literally, how long you can stay in the sun without burning. And if your whole life you look at somebody's skin color, the amount of melanin that is in their body, to say that they are other, less than, or different, that is the entire problem. The black man built the pyramids. Africa is full of wonder, but you were never taught that because the white man went into Africa and tore it up and then turned around and told everybody else, well, they're just savages. They don't mean anything. Africa is the largest continent on this planet. We are not dogs, but we're treated as such. Why? I cannot wrap my head around the why. Why is my skin color such a threat to white people? What power do I hold that I don't know about that keeps me oppressed, that keeps me from knowing my history, from knowing my great great grandfather's name? I have no idea. Two grandfathers back, they were all slaves. I have no names. I have nothing. Don't know where anybody came from. Grandparents, cousins, sold on the block. Sold, never knowing who they were, never being able to trace their lineage back to a motherland. And then we're still stomped on. I don't understand why. Okay. My last question. I know that was but I think I need everybody to kind of just ponder on that a little bit. Why? Why? My last question is from Danielle. Danielle would like to know what is going to happen with Haiti. Okay, now we gonna end with black folks. What will become of Haiti, an island that is literally stuck in the 1800s? Smoke and mirrors, lack of money, but the sun will come out. Justice will be had for Haiti in the end, and in the very end, karma will play out. The first card we get is smoke and mirrors. Changes. There's so much uncertainty in Haiti right now. They feel bound by circumstance, by happenstance, and by pure racism. They are in need. They are in need of financial aid. They are in need of just aid to be able to trade with the rest of the world on an equal playing field without having to jump through hoops to do it. What's behind them is the sun. So good things are on the horizon. Good things are on the horizon for Haiti. At some point, they will come into what is theirs. But this is causing all these years, so much sickness, anxiety, just stress out. People have to live. You get earthquakes, then you get famine, then you get floods, and then your crops don't grow. The people of Haiti have survived. They have, and that's all they are surviving. They are surviving. And every time, when they get a little a step up, it's like they get kicked right back down. Again, they're holding on to their resources, trying to make the best of out of a bad situation. Justice will come for Haiti, getting rid of the bad actors that are keeping um, some low vibration there, because they've made it so easy for people to go in and be bad people and steal money or try to become a despot. And see, this is the biggest thing, keeping bad people from becoming dictators over struggling populations. The last card is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune reads destiny, fortune, success, and luck. This is the final card for Haiti. Haiti is rich with natural resources. It needs people who are going to give the people of Haiti a fair and balanced platform. And that's what's going to come eventually for Haiti. But Haiti as an island, Haiti as its own country, its people, the Haitian people, have got to come together to push out the people who want to corrupt the island and just rape it for its resources and to just put its people away. So, Danielle, don't worry about Haiti. In the end, Haiti, the Haitian people will find their success. They will find, they will find, they will receive what is due to them, and they will be brought up to be able to participate on the world stage. But that is a ways off, okay? There's a lot that the Haitian people are going to go through. But this is something that we are all going through. Okay, I know this was a little different read. I know my energy is a little woo, but guys, this place that we're in, do not let it consume you. Please don't overstress yourself. Do not worry yourself to sickness. Rest. Move your body. Keep yourself as limber as possible so that your chakras remain open and you don't wind up with headaches and backaches and feet aches and tendon aches, because that's what this energy does. It makes us clench up, and that causes us to block our chakras. Breathe. We can control what we can't control. Let me say that again. We can't control what we can't control. Therefore, you can't worry about that. What we can do is send loving, healing energy to every entity that needs it. But first, you must make sure that you are okay to send that energy. Broken people can't really help other people. If you're broken, your energy is not going to flow. Make sure that you are self-caring. That is the most important thing, because we can't help anyone else. if we're broken, if we're sick. So breathe, meditate. Today is the full moon, the new moon. Set your intentions for this month to be good to yourself first and then be good to those around you. Lay down fear and anxiety. Open yourself up to light, to healing, to calm. Turn off the television. Please turn it off. Read your news. And I say that because of the draining effect that watching the mainstream media and the spell that they put people under. They keep people agitated, afraid. Okay? We can't do that to ourselves. Turn it off. Read it. Get out of the house. Take a walk. Listen to nature. Listen to nothingness. Silence. Get in touch with yourself. Okay? I love you. It is very important that you do not immerse yourself in the news. It will have a devastating effect on your vibration. Turn off your television. I love you. The weather's going to be wacky, warm, cold, 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 freezing, warm again, and then snow. It's going to be nuts. Again, the northern across the northern United States, it's going to just be cold. Okay? It's going to be cold and it's going to be wet and snowy. Washington State, you guys have got a doozy coming in. There is a river of water over your heads. It is going to rain. It is into California and Oregon. Again, this is going to be another time we're going to have to watch out for mudslides and floods, also wildfires. Right now, Colorado, again, you're in danger of wildfires. California, Northern California, where it should be wet, is in danger of wildfires right now. And Arizona, Arizona, wildfires. This weather pattern that we're in right now, this UV pattern it's unholy. Okay? It is, and it's not something that is even natural where we should be. If you are in a place that is experiencing very warm temperatures, wear sunscreen, wear a hat. Do not get fooled. This will burn you in a short amount of time. The UV rays, the UV index is through the roof. We're registering summertime UV levels in the beginning of March. Protect yourself. This global warming is amping up. It's not slowing down. The sun rays can harm you, harm your children, and harm your pets in a short amount of time. Protect yourself. All right, guys, I'm getting off of here. I love you. I love you. Have a fantastic Wednesday. Drop your questions in the box for Friday's live show and we'll get it popping then. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye, guys. Namaste.